Welcome to Julie the Thrifty Designer. Today I've decided I want to show you how I will set things up for Thanksgiving dinner. I wanted to do this early enough so that you could have time to find the things, prepare it, and make it work the way you want it to go. You'll have to pardon my voice. I've come down with the crud. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty miserable, nose, throat. So if I get to sounding icky, I'm sorry. At least you can't catch it through the TV, right? Okay, anyway. So let's start with my pile here, okay? I do have a lot of stuff right here, but I'm going to show you here in a moment how all of this is going to create the most beautiful scape for all of your food to be presented to your guests. I do a buffet style. So we set our table and everybody will then collect their plate and come in here and get their food buffet style. I'm going to show you how to make it look elegant and make space for all kinds of food. So here we go. Watch what we're going to do. All right, we're going to start out with tablecloths, believe it or not, or whatever you might have. Sheets might work as long as they're good and clean. I have other things here I'm going to use. I'm going to set this aside. Whoops, let me just set it right here. Out of my way for the moment. I'm going to start out with this, okay? Now, you can use whatever works for you. And whatever coloring you want it to be. You are not going to want this to be perfectly laid out like you do on a table. You want this to be wrinkly and kind of scattered like this, okay? So there's a reason for that. Because what we're going to be doing is lifts and levels. Okay, this right here, believe it or not, I have these things here, okay? Very ugly. But what they are is just lifts for beds and stuff like that. I happen to get them at the thrift store. What did I pay for that? I got it half price, so it was like, it's $3, so I got it $1.50. So these things are great. I got these. I got 4 of these, but I've used 2 for other things. In fact, I used it at Halloween. But these are great. We're going to start by placing them under the tablecloth. Put these 2 together. And then we'll just place it like that. And we can do stuff like that. And what I'm going to place there is a basket for all your bread rolls. See? And now what I do is I write up a sticky note, or just on a piece of paper, what's going to go in them. And then I can set that there. Just adjust it so it holds it. And spread them out so it's good and solid. Because, you know, bread rolls are not really heavy. And that will be very nice. Then you can lay a napkin over them till you're ready to eat and keep dust or whatever out. You know. Now, I have this. Now, I have seen these. I picked mine all up at the thrift store. And I've seen these many a times. They're just, I don't know. This was a weird color when I found it, so I sprayed it silver. It has been gold. And I would prefer it to be gold again now. So, you know, spray paint it when you find it, whatever the color is. And I will present that more right here in the middle, like this. And then on top of that, now I can move some of my other things so I can get to it. These are literally dollar store plastic plates. Well, now, of course, you can do whatever plates you have that you want. You can do crystal. Oh, if you put out crystal plates, this would be so elegant. Which I do have. I just didn't feel like digging them out for right now. Because frankly, I will be taking this all back down when we get done with this filming because I need to have the space for when I go to bake all my pies and make the stuffing. And, you know, I just need to have the counter space for all the stuff that we'll be having for Thanksgiving. But I wanted to get this out now so you could have time to check out to see if this is something that interests you. So you can start out with putting them on this rack up here. So this sets up all kinds of stuff. And where did I place them? Well, I misplaced my notes that I thought I had to say what was going on those. Oh, here they are. Okay, we have, like, you can set up cheese and crackers And this can be a miscellaneous for things that maybe a guest brings or something you're not prepared for. Or banana breads or some kind of fun coffee cakes or something like that can go nice on there. This here, this is what I had all my fruit in, okay, vegetables and stuff. I've taken them out, and these are awesome for, you can set your pies. You can put a pumpkin pie, a pecan pie, and an apple pie or something, and you just set them there, and they can sit back here. So this lifts it all up so it's not taking up all the counter space, which is wonderful. So then we have over here, I will go ahead and bring this over. Let me set stuff off of these. Now everybody, I don't know if you do, but I know in our family, we always have things like the raw veggies, the carrots and the celery stalks and green pea pods and you know, just the veggie tray and olives and stuff. And I found this 2-tier. It's kind of wobbly. I'm going to have to work on it. It has I guess a crystal Christmas tree, but you really can't tell. It almost looks like a leaf as well. So I put that there, and you can put all your different cauliflower and all of that stuff around on here in levels. And then, you know, there's always dips that will go with it. And then here is where you can take one of these, okay, and stick it like right here beside it and put a small dip jar, and it just makes it more interesting when you do stuff like this. And then you can take your cranberry sauce. We have our homemade that I make. It's a wonderful cranberry sauce, and it's a no-bake. If you would be interested in seeing how to make it when I make it a few days before Thanksgiving, write in the comments that you would like to see me make this. It's a no-bake, a no-cook, and it is so wonderful. And you can place like cranberry sauce just wherever it might look nice. And then make sure you have your spoons, which I didn't get spoons out, but you can do it. Then there's always your black olives and your green olives, and you can just always place them just at will in areas like this. And so this is really fun stuff you can do. Now we have our main entrees of stuff like mashed potatoes. And again, here is butter. We don't want to lose track of butter. You can put a stick of butter there. And these are just like dessert trays. I've picked them up at thrift stores. I have a whole set of these, about 6 I think. And right now I'm just using one, but you can use multiple on your tables and put a stick of softened butter on it if you want. And I have this beautiful bowl. I did pick it up from the thrift store. And for me, we would have, I do sauteed green beans, and you can still make them green bean casserole and take it from your baking dish and put it in here and make it look beautiful. Go lay down. No. And then we have just another miscellaneous bowl that you can just set for other odd things that you might need. Then we have gravies. You know, you can't go without gravy. And then I have another lift right here, which is a fun lift. And it's for stuffing. So some of this might be not easy to get to, so let's bring this over here. And let's make it so it is like this. Your green beans, here's your mashed potatoes. Let's lift your gravy. What did I do with that black ones that I showed? Huh. I don't know where I set them. That's weird. Anyway, let's lift this up on these. So I'll make it a little bit higher. And we'll set it here. And we can put your mashed potatoes there. Now they are like 3 different heights. Well, these I guess are closer in heights, but you put your gravies and that in there. So that really sets up for, you have your stuffing, your gravy, and your mashed potatoes. And then here you'd have like your green beans. And these are some just really pretty. And then I have another thing we could put here. Maybe that one's too tall for the moment for right there. Maybe we'll put it more right there. And this would hold, I don't know, your salads, your Jello salads or frog eye salads or something like that. And you don't have to use this, but I just have it and I thought it'd be pretty. And in that, you can just add leaves and some, just, you know, pumpkin picks and stuff, and just kind of put some real pretties in there like that. And just place it in a bowl like that, and it'll hold it. Be very pretty. Here would be another space for something else. As you can see, I have put so much food out here, and yet there's still more space. You will have guests that will come and bring stuff. And maybe I've just forgotten some stuff. And so you can always just set things right down, like there. Maybe there's a cake that's being brought, or something of that effect. But to me, it works great, because if you put and label where things go, when you are done, you know where to put things, or have your guests bring stuff. We always do. We make the main course of stuff, and then we have guests bring this and that and whatever. And then when we come here, we transfer it into the nicer bowls and everything. And make sure you have all your serving utensils. Then we have, I got this, as you can see, for $2.95, and I probably got it on half price. I won't guarantee that I did. But look at here, it's little pilgrims and bread. These things are so cute. You know, these can go like in the butter, so they can put it there. And I don't know, maybe there's some other, well, they're really knives. So I don't know, you know, you can just figure out if there's, you need it for serving of little things. Or you can use them actually on your tables, where your butter is on each table, and place them on each table, which is what I actually truly usually do. And so this is like a very beautiful little set, and I didn't pay hardly anything for it. Then I'm gonna this way. So then we're gonna start figuring out over here. As you can see, I have a bunch of stuff here, and I haven't even talked about what we're really going to do with all of this. So we have extra plates. I'm just going to set right here for the moment, because if we do need to, there's always the back side. We can always put more, back here. That would hold more pies. And back here we'll create an area where stuff can be also placed. So you can put numerous amounts of food. And the other thing we do is I have these little turkey platters. Now I've run out of room with where I'm going to put everything, but I also try to put out another cloth, whatever it is you may want it to be. And we put it here under the turkey platters. Now my household, my family, we do 3 turkeys. We do a deep fried turkey, a smoked turkey, and an oven roasted turkey. So I have to use 3 platters. But just take it and put it in here. Now you take your time when you're setting it up for the real thing. I am right now just doing demonstration purposes. So I've got the 3 platters. I will get back to those when I have a little more room, when I start using this up. So here is all kinds of, I found this just recently at the thrift store, and I got it on half price, and I paid $1 for it. This is so cool. So what we're going to do is, in my pile on the bottom, I still have some leftover Halloween lights that are on the amber side of coloring. And this is what makes it truly beautiful. Now, we as our family, we usually have a dinner, not a lunch at Thanksgiving time, so it's usually around 4 or 5 o'clock when we begin the thought of eating dinner. And so I will take and weave these amber colored lights. I'll start at the back. And I like to just weave them in and out so that, whoop, that might be the only problem with some of these lifts. They might not be big enough. But maybe you find something that will work better that is bigger. And I just weave it in and out all around like this. And this way it is all kinds of lighting. You just bring it through. And underneath here you can even set something if a guest brings something, or you have your favorite of different things. And doesn't that look quite pretty already? It looks like Thanksgiving. And then see, because that might not be bright enough because of the coloring, it might be a little too yellow. I will actually plug in some just plain white Christmas lights and kind of retrace, in a sense, what I had just done, or made a different angling of it, and go back here maybe more and get them off the plates, of course, and work with it. And all of these lights, in fact, this does not want to stay there for me. That's because it's a lightweight plastic that came from the Dollar Tree. And just weave them again in and out. And these just really light up so beautifully. And you can do that. Now it has a brighter, and it softens that yellow, so it's not quite as yellow as it was. And then you just take fall leaves as well. And you just start weaving. Okay, that bowl is not going to work on that lift. At least not that lift. There's other lifts that would work better. I think my black containers, that I don't know where I set. They just kind of disappeared on me. But anyway, so weave this in and out. And then you're going to also place your little gourds and little small pumpkins. And just place it in here. And make sure when you do it that it's really not going to conflict too terribly bad with the actual food. And there's just so many pretty options. You know, the Dollar Tree, I don't know if they still have it. It's been pretty well picked out through my house or my neighborhood Dollar Trees, but I'm sure you can still find these fall garlands if you look around. And you can, excuse me again, just start placing them at will, just winding them in and around, and make it just look as pretty as can be. And it just so looks like the most beautiful fall. And then I found, like I said, of course you had to tangle on me just right now. There we go. And I just place this kind of at random wherever I think maybe it would show off the prettiest. And there's some more of just some interesting little ways of doing stuff. And then, yep, we've got all those pretty little fruits and stuff. Then I have some things like turkeys. These are candle holders, and you can certainly put candles in them. But frankly, I'm just going to nestle it in without candles. I also have this beautiful pilgrim. And you know, that's what you really could do up here, is just have that as a decorative piece up there and put them up there, and a turkey, and then maybe some just more fall leaves like that, and maybe some just some different pics of, these are just falling off of bushes. It's nothing extra special. Place them back there. Then I also have dollar store fruit. Maybe you can just lay some fruit down and maybe some gourds. Create something that really looks beautiful. And then don't drop your stuff on the floor. And maybe some more berries or something back there. Then I have found some just little picks like this that could be nestled in, like right there. And how about a little sparkle? Isn't that pretty? Just add a little sparkle. And somewhere, wherever you think it would look really, maybe the sparkle would be pretty up there, because that gives a little sparkle. And then just place more of them wherever you think stuff would really work and look pretty. Let's put a turkey there, and let's put one right there. And then I have real apples. It is the harvest season. Put out some real fresh stuff as well. Nestle them in areas where it can be seen. Oh, let's put one right there. And they're very beautiful. Then I have, you could get real Indian corn if you would like. Now I happen to have some fake. And wherever that might lay interestingly, well, maybe it'll lay more interesting like right here rather than, and then the apple beside it. Maybe that would be a better way to do it. You can get the real corn, which probably would look nicer than the clay, but it works. And then on the back side, and here I go again. Here's some more turkeys. And we can nestle one right in there. And, oh, how about one right here? I could have put some more of that lighting back here. I probably should have swung it back here more because this corner's dark. But you get the gist. You play with it until you figure out exactly what kind of lighting you want it to be. And I have some old dry bread that, if you so desire, you can just put some of it if you have a place to nestle it. I think mine is pretty full, so it's not really going to show very well. So I'm going to set it off to the side. I am going to now attempt to set up the way the turkeys are actually going to go. So let me move all of this, and we'll start spreading out. So there's ideas here on how to do this. Okay. So now all of this I would just kind of tuck to the back so that it's not as visible. And you'll see what I will do here in a little bit to completely make it out of sight. So then here's one turkey platter, and here's the other turkey platter. And in fact, I'm going to trade, because this one has the turkey on it. And if it will, I'm going to turn it sideways like this. Okay? Then I have some real pumpkins that I just thought would be pretty to nestle around in there. And then I also have another light. I don't have any more of that amber yellow color. I have a lot of the real orange that was at Halloween. But I think the orange is a little bit much. And you can always use it. It certainly won't hurt it. And again, we'll start off by coming around. Now these are brand new out of the package. I just took them out of, this is just your Christmas stuff. Christmas lighting. These are strands of 100. And nestle it underneath your platters so that they're not going to be up on top of your platter. And bring it back around. Not cooperating because it's too fresh. There we go. Then we'll take some more time, and we will place the fall leaves kind of in front of it so that it just looks as pretty as what we did over there. Back here we'll lay some. Then of course we still have like the grapes, and we have more of the little mini gourds that are just very fall. And you just have fun with it. You have all your turkeys. Then I have from Walmart. They just had them on clearance. I found them. They were 75 cents this time. And you gotta hide your wires. And I'm not taking the time to really wind them up like I normally would. You do that because of the sake of time. And you just place, here's another pumpkin, see? It was 75 cents marked down. But you can just maybe nestle some of these picks like that. Isn't that very pretty? Stack that. That looks nice. And here's some more just fall colors. And just put them around. Make sure it's not on the plates. And just create. Just be fun with it. Ooh, this one over here looks like it needed one. Just wherever you think that it would benefit to place a design, a decoration. Where else would it need? Let's hide that a little bit more with some leaves. So, this is my fall look that I will do for Thanksgiving. And everything is already set up. And we have it buffet style, so they just gather their plates and we just make a line and everybody comes through. And there's a space for everything. And I do have other counter space for overflow of stuff that we need to do. You know, in the other room in here, I'll have you walk with me. Oops, sorry. I have this table here, and I had it really quite a lot on it for Halloween. For Halloween. But now, what I've done is kind of pared it back. So right here is a little more extra space. So if guests do bring something, you know, or you can set this up as maybe the wine area, and you can set up your wine bottles and extra drinks of different things maybe can go really nicely right here. And I had done this table, scape here, you know, this is that cabinet I said that my daughter and I made to have it so that children can sleep in it. They're getting up to the point where they don't need that anymore. But I had put up that antique radio for Halloween. I liked it so much, I've just decided to leave it. I brought out one of my fall arrangements and stuck it in place. The pumpkins were still used, and added turkeys. A couple of turkeys, and just brought it into a nice little fall feel. And again, see, these are really the orange color. I wish I could have had more amber. So I definitely needed to add the white lights to soften it. But I think it really makes a really pretty fall feeling. And then over here is my cabinet. I took the spider webs off and took out the Halloween creepy looking things. Turned my pumpkins around and brought it back to fall, but then I added like a turkey, and some of these guys were there for fall, but I just kind of arranged it so it just looks like autumn. And over here, added a turkey and took out all the Halloween looking things. So this is my house for Thanksgiving. And I wanted to show you how everything really looks. See, you can see the back side of it here. It isn't as pretty as the presenting side, but as you're walking around, you still can pick things up. I want to wish all of you the most blessed Thanksgiving. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and give me some comments. I'd love to chat with you and help me if there's other ideas that you think would be even better, or how much this might help you, or would you like to see some of my recipes that we do. We have been doing Thanksgiving for probably, at least 25 years, and we have really been hosting it. And I host 25 to 30 people. You have to be organized to do that much, and we set up a lot of tables, and I will show videos on how to do that. So let me know if there's something that I do that maybe you would like to see, or you think I could do and give you an idea. So please let me know. You have the most blessed Thanksgiving, and may the Lord bless you, and may the Lord keep you. Shut it off, Andrew.
Pan it.